I'm not going to get involved in the primary that's going on right now. I feel really strongly that we have a lot of good candidates who have been very respectful to me in the time that I've served and supportive, and I'm not going to interfere in that process.
Want to see Lauren Boebert win?
Yeah, I just answered your question. Yeah. I'm still not going to get involved.
What do you think of Bob Good as the Freedom Caucus chair?
I think he's done a good job. I think he is, I disagree with Bob on Ukraine. I disagree with Bob on some other issues, but I think in trying to bring the group together and reach some consensus, I think he's done a good job.
You do respect Bob Good, but he's also sort of the one who might have led the charge against kicking you out. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know what happened in the meeting or what the dynamics were. I'm assuming that there was quiet preparation before the meeting to do something like this. And, if Bob had wanted to, he certainly could have said, let's hear from Ken. Yeah. And obviously I wouldn't be around, and so it wouldn't have passed. But it was brought up and it passed.
When you said that this was the worst Congress ever, did you get messages from your colleagues agreeing to that sentiment? Well,
when I was saying ever, I think it was in the context of the 5 terms that I've been here.
Yep.
And yes, I've gotten a lot of, not just my colleagues who I serve with now, but people who have retired from Congress and contacted me and said it's never been this bad.
Which House Republican colleague are you going to miss the most?
Oh, there's a lot of them, and they're in the Freedom Caucus.
Which House Republican colleague are you going to miss the least?
Fair question. There are some people who do what they're told around this place, and I won't miss them very much. There are some people who are in this because of their desire to be social media stars, and I won't miss them very much. But no particular name comes to mind right now.
Are you able to tell me what job you have lined up next when you leave?
Yeah, I can absolutely tell you. None.
Are any TV contracts?
No TV contract, no radio contract, no contract with any corporation or any other entity. I don't have a contract. I do have a number of conversations that I've had, but none of them involve a contract with TV. But it's a great rumor, and I wish the money figures were accurate.
Are you offended that sort of all of your colleagues are going around saying you're leaving because of a TV
contract? Yeah, and that's the interesting thing about this place. When you act on principle and do something, people try to attribute bad motives to that action. I acted on Mayorkas. When people say, well, you must have an agenda. What agenda do they have? I mean, how is my analysis different? I tried to do what the Constitution said with Trump, and I tried to do what the Constitution said with Biden and Mayorkas, and that's what I'm going to do, is stay true to those principles.